Sikali, a kleine, mit breitalig gemein, hab ich mir mit Zurasenoi geklopft, Ziegedek, creme dach, mit abis alles chab, und sieht mir in Sikali, in Tracht, Ziegedek, creme dach, mit abis alles chab, und sieht mir in Sikali, in Tracht. Der Wind, der Kalte, bloß der die Spalte, in lässt mir die Lächterlich hier raus, Herz noch ach Yiddish, komm mach ich noch Yiddish. Der Wind lässt die Lächterlich aus, mit der Groß gewein, mit a bitter Geschrei, kommt doch man Wabale heran. Hier noch, Mann, der Wind warf du Sikali boltan. Oje wus wird der noch dem Sang. Noch, Mann, der Wind warf du Sikali boltan. Oje wus wird der noch dem Sang. Geh sei nicht kein Narr, in hab nicht keine Zahl, lass der Wind nicht gehen. Wie viele Winter es wollen bremen, wie viele Deuris wollen kommen, dass ich alle wird ewig stehen. Wie viele Winter es wollen bremen, wie viele Deuris wollen kommen, dass ich alle wird ewig stehen.
Okay. Let's start. Janet, please, can you read the English, please? Janet?
Azikala, a kleine, is based on a popular poem by Avraham Reisen called In Sukkah. The words differ in other versions. Verses were added and the song was widely folklorized. In Shmuel Lehman's Ganovim Lieder, Thieves' Songs, he includes an underworld song sung to the same melody. Ella Schechter Gottesman was born in 1920 in Vienna, raised in Chernovitz, and came to the U.S. in 1951. She was a poet, songwriter, and singer, and was awarded a National Heritage Fellowship by the National Endowment for the Arts in 2005 for her songs, poetry, and Yiddish singing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Brenda, can you start? Just check if you're muted.
Okay, I'll start again.
Sure.
A sukkele, a kleine, mit brettelech gemeine, hat ich mir mit Sodes zu neuf geklappt, zugedeckt dem Dach, mit a bissele Skach, und ich sitz mit mir in Sukkele und Tracht. a little sukkah with simple boards. I barely put it together. I covered the roof with a little skach, and I sit in the little sukkah and think.
Okay. Another one, can you read?
Ja, der Wind, der kalte, bloßt durch die Spalte und lässt mir die lichterlich schier aus. Hört nur a Yiddish, kaum mach ich a Kiddish, der Wind lässt die lichterlich aus. The cold wind blows through the cracks and almost blows the candles out. Listen to this wonder. Only when I finish saying the Kiddush, then the candles blow out.
Okay, thank you. Bob, can you continue?
Mit der Größ gewähn, mit der bitter Geschrei. Kommt der mein Weiberle rein. Hört nur mein Mann. Der Wind warft das Sukkele bald ein. Oi, was wird der noch der sein, dem sein? With a great cry, whine, and a bitter cry, my wife comes in. Listen, my husband, the wind's going to throw your sukkah, collapse your sukkah, and what will be then?
Okay. Yes, Rafael?
Yeah, the way she's saying it, the fourth line, it's hair, it's not hert, and it makes better sense. Hert would be the formal, and a wife would not speak to her husband in the formal, but rather the familiar. So it's Herr nur mein Mann.
So the tet is superfluous. Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks.
Mina,
Yes,
yeah, I don't know if it was my mistake or Michael's, but also in the last line,
the word.
wie oi was wird da noch dem sein? What
Was
will
wird?
be after that? Was wird no resh? I don't know whose mistake that was.
Would it be become? That would be become, right? What would be
Right, but it's I think it's was
Yeah,
wird
sure.
dem sein. What will be after that?
What will be, right?
Okay, okay. Sometimes, probably when you type in extra.
Could be, yeah, could be me, could be
Yeah.
Michael. I don't know.
Or
Never mind. So let's continue. Alvin, can you continue?
Eines Kinder und hat nicht kein Zar. Und was der Wind bist angehen. Oi, don't be a fool. And don't have any concern.
Yeah,
And I don't know what on game means.
Maurice, what is on
it's
there?
like, and don't let the wind bother you. Don't pay any attention to the wind.
What does on game mean?
On gain, that it would be,
Like to win out.
you know, it
No.
shouldn't matter. Don't pay attention to it.
Ungain, I think, means consider.
Concern.
Well, you wouldn't say don't let the wind consider. really-
Continue, I mean.
Concern.
Sorry, ungain is continue.
Okay, Rafael?
Ungain has at least two meanings. One is to continue, but it also means bother. And here
Right.
it means bother. Let it not
Right.
bother you. And it takes the dative, was dear, nit ungain.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Bonnie, yes, Bonnie, you wanted to ask something? You're muted, Bonnie.
Oi, sei nicht kein Narr
Mhm.
und hat nicht
Yeah,
kein.
but what, you wanted to ask something? Alvin is
I
reading.
did, yeah. On the next line,
Mhm.
the last word is weiß nicht.
Tsar.
What? How do you pronounce it? Is it Hebrew?
Tsar.
It's Hebrew, yeah,
It's
Tsar.
like the emperor of Russia.
Oh, the Tsar.
It's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
tzaddik.
Oh.
Tsar.
Tsar. Okay. Uh,
Sorry, sadness.
Yeah. Maurice was kidding.
Oh, I couldn't.
no, wait, but now I'm not getting it all together.
You got me.
Okay. Tsar is sadness. Don't be sad. Maurice was kidding because
Oh,
if
I
you
thought
put
that-
an I, if you put an
Yeah.
I instead of the I, then it's the Russian Tsar. Okay.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I'll
Maurice,
start again.
Maurice, next time do as the German do. Now I'm telling you a joke. Telling
I'll
the
start
joke.
again. So-
Now I finish telling you the joke.
Okay. Oi sei nicht kein Narr
Okay.
und
So,
hat
let-
nicht kein Tsar.
Okay.
And I'll
so
translate.
now let Alvin finish reading. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to translate. So, Oi, don't be a fool, and don't be sad.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Und
Okay. So, Bonnie, but Alvin was reading. I'm sorry.
I'm
Alvin
sorry.
was reading. Sorry, Bonnie.
I'm sorry. I thought you called on me.
No, I called on you because I saw your hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
All right,
sorry.
bye. Next time.
Alvin, go on.
This is Balagan.
Go on.
Wiffel Vinton Sven Broman. I don't know what Broman means.
Broom, broom, broom.
Someone finish the last three lines for me.
Yes,
A lot of comedians in the group today.
yes.
This is a Yiddish comedy festival.
Have some
We
competition.
can put on a
finally.
show.
For Sukkot.
Okay,
Someone
finish
finish the
reading.
last three lines for me.
Okay, so Maurice, finish it. Yeah.
Okay. Wiffel Winden Swellen Brummen. No matter how many winds are roaring. Wiffel Deures Swellen kommen. No matter how many generations will pass. The Sukkah wird ewig stehen. This little sukkah will stand forever.
Oh,
Okay. So Feigl, I see that you raised your hand, Feigl.
Yeah, this was another thing about ongehen. Unless der Wind nicht ongehen. One of the meanings for ongehen is to threaten. I don't know if we said that. So like, don't let it come against you. Don't let it threaten you. Don't let the wind threaten.
Okay, thank you. Good. Okay, so let's listen to it once again.
A kleine, mit breitalig gemeine, hab ich mir mit zursen auf geklopft. Sie gedeckt dem Dach, mit a bis alles schab. Und sitzt mir in a Sikale, in a Tracht. Sie gedeckt dem Dach, mit a bis alles schab. Und sitzt mir in a Sikale, in Tracht. Der Wind, der Kalte, bloß der die Spalte, en lässt mir die Lächterlich hier raus. Herz noch ach Jiddisch, komm mach ich noch Kiddisch. Der Wind lässt die Lächterlich aus. mit a groß gewein, mit a bitter Geschrei, kommt doch man Wabale heran. Here nach, man, der Wind warf du Sikale boltan, o je wus wird der noch dem Sang. Here nach, man, der Wind warf du Sikale boltan, o je wus wird der noch dem Sang. Geh sei nicht kein Narr, in hab nicht keine Zahl, lass der Wind nicht umgehen. Wie viele Winter es werden bremen, wie viele Deuris werden kommen, dass ich alle wird ewig stehen. Wie viele Winter es werden bremen, wie viele Deuris werden kommen, dass ich alle wird ewig stehen.
Okay, I see. Bob and afterwards Maurice Narunski. Bob.
Yeah, it's a pretty song, but it just seems so out of context with such a hopeful, poem. Like this sucker's going to stand forever, generation after generation, and it just seems like she's burying somebody. It's just very sad. It's pretty, but it just doesn't work.
Okay. Maurice?
Ich will sagen dieselbe Sache, der Song ist sehr treurig. In der Familie muss sein Orem. Es ist ein Oremes Zuckerle.
Oremes Zuckerle. Okay. Okay, thanks. Yeah, Cookie?
I can't understand. If you didn't say explain the words afterward, I couldn't understand a word she sang.
Well,
when I sing, you understand every
No, we could understand. Sorry, Cookie. Sorry, Cookie, I'm not with you. We could understand every word, and my left ear doesn't hear very well, and still I could understand.
I hear it very well, but it's just the way she sings it. I don't seem to understand the words.
Sorry, Cookie. So I think it's you.
That's me. Okay.
Rafael?
Yeah, she certainly is singing with a particular dialect accent, and that does make it difficult if you're not familiar with that accent. She instead of dorch, she sings derech. That's just her accent. And instead of mine, it's man, which rhymes nicely. Mein man, was wird sein. You just have to get used to it. It took me a while to get used to that. That's the Schechter family. That all of them have that same accent, and finally you get used to it.
Where are they from?
Chernovitz.
From Bukovina.
And her son teaches Yiddish at UT Austin. Itzik.
Okay, so maybe he's teaching in the same accent. So, we have to take some classes. I don't know. I think it was clear. I don't know, Maurice. Or maybe it's the way we speak.
I mean, it was quiet, and some places it was hard to hear. But I don't know.
It's a very prestigious family. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Okay, so we have royalty in Yiddish, okay?
I mean, it's a dynasty.
We have two dynasties.
With Rachel Schechter, the
Schechters and the Mlotiks.
I mean, it's a complete.
The Schechters and the
dynasty.
Mlotiks. We have two dynasties.
Were they survivors? Were they?
They must have been.
Well,
Yes,
I mean, yeah, but
sure,
it depends. They
from
might have
Bukovina.
lived.
Under the Kaiser Franz Joseph, the Austrian Empire, one of the provinces was Bukovina, and the one right next to it was Galicia. So those dialects are very, very similar. and there was a constant flow of Jews from one province to the other. And she was born, I think, either in Czernowitz or in Vienna, and she spent most of her younger life in Vienna or in Czernowitz with Bukowina Jews. And
How did they
then,
survive? How did they
after-
survive? Do you know
what was
how
the question?
Okay,
how did they survive?
I think that Julia wants to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, actually, the husband of Bela was born in Vienna, and the rest of the family was from Czernowitz. And I will say that Mordechai Schechter was very proud of the fact that he was from Czernowitz, and he talked about that in his classes a lot.
Okay. Okay,
It's a very
Vinkl?
famous town.
Vinkl?
Czernowitz, yes.
Yeah, no, a comment about the sad tone of the melody. It's really interesting and beautiful to me because the commandment in the sukkah is that you have to be joyful, you have to be happy, but yet, there's also an idea that each of the festivals have a seasonal interpretation, and the season is the fall, which is the time of death. And so I'm really happy for a change to hear a mournful melody for sukkah. So thank you for bringing us this version of the
Sure.
sukkah song.
Thank you, Maurice.
Sure.
Okay, so now I thought that we had quite a lot of sad stories and that we need something, to uplift our spirits and just something that is a little bit of nonsense. So that's the next story poem that we are going to read, that Geita Indalik in Bronzeville. So I'm going to share it, and Beverly, you start because you can tell us about Bronzeville, yes?
So that's the neighborhood that my husband and I come from. And it was in Brooklyn. I guess it's like the east part of Brooklyn. I'm not sure. Totally Jewish people. And everyone spoke Yiddish. The only people that weren't Jewish were the people that took care of the buildings. But, and it was blocks and blocks and very, very safe. And everybody spoke Yiddish, and I don't know what else to say. They all came from the same towns, so they took care of each other. I don't know what else.
Okay, what else is that?
That's it.
Start reading it.
Gate.
Is it big enough, guys?
No.
Yeah, for me it is.
Make it
We
a
need
little
a,
bigger.
we need a little better, a little bigger.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay.
Gate in the Likanbrun. It's really Brownsville, but in Yiddish it's Brunsville. Gate a Hindele kein Brunsville legen a little chicken, or is it a roost? What is it?
Chicken, a hindele. Roosters don't lay eggs.
A chicken.
Chicken, yeah, right.
It's a chicken.
It's
a
going
little
to
chicken.
Brownsville to lay eggs. Gehört hat sie, she heard, as in Brownsville seinen Kinder Kleinenke. She heard that in Brownsville there's small children on what's blassa?
Pale.
Oh, pale, yeah, because we did. Darinke, thin and schwache and weak, while asach mamas start, because a lot of mothers there haben oft kein Geld nit for die Kinder. They don't have a lot of money for the children. Kaufen frische Eier, to buy fresh eggs. That's not true, but anyway. Hat sie der Fahrer gelost ahin. So she went there, legen weiter weiße Eier for die Kinder. So she went to Brownsville to lay white eggs for the children. Oh, wait, I got to get rid of this. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, wait. For die Kinder. So she went to lay these white eggs and genommen a geflochten kaschikel unteren Fliegel. Well, she took a braided,
woven
basket.
A woven. Okay, I cannot do
a kaschikel basket.
Yeah.
Under her wing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Tamer, just in case.
Look at the picture, the drawings.
There she is. There she is. So cute.
Tomer,
Tomer wird sich ihr verglusten, just in case she feels like legen ihr unterwegs. Oh, just in case she feels like laying the eggs while she's on her way.
Right.
Und Hindele gekannt hat legen eggs, wiffel nor sie hat gewollt. And her name is Hindele, right? She
She
could
is
lay
a little chicken.
a little chicken. The little chicken, she could lay eggs as many times as she wants. Und wenn sie hat gewollt, when she wanted to and when she wanted to. Correct?
How much she wanted, how much, wie viel, and when.
Geht sie sich also über enge Trottoiren?
Yes, Trottoiren.
She's going next to very thin. What's the trottoir?
Narrow pavement.
Sidewalks.
Narrow. Enge is narrow.
There were no trees there. Let me tell you, no trees in Brownsville.
It's a French word in Yiddish.
It's a what?
A French word, trottoir.
Trottoir, right.
Über lange avenues, long avenues, und Gassen and streets, and kadei der Trott soll ich sein geringe, and just so the trip should be easier, on der Weg was and the way easier again, easier again.
Gicher is quicker.
Oh, quicker. Singt sie sich a little zu azoi. So she's singing herself a song to herself. Ku dach tach. I'm not sure what is it.
Okay, that's okay.
It's chicken language.
Yeah, it's chicken language.
Ich eil sich sehr. Weil ich gehe kein Brownsville für Kinder legen Eier. I'm very excited because I'm going to Brownsville to lay.
Not excited. I'll is to lemaer, to
what is
hurry.
To hurry.
I'm in a hurry to lay eggs for the children of Brownsville. It was a very poor neighborhood, but you didn't know that. I mean, there was no people sleeping in the streets, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody was starving, but it was poor.
Okay, just before you continue until the next paragraph, Rafael, yes?
Yeah, the word trottoir does come from French, but I think via Russian. A lot of the French words, it didn't come directly into Yiddish. They came through Russian. And the Russian word for sidewalk is also trottoir.
A chutz was sie hat lieb gehabt zu legen Eier. So it was good that she loved to lay.
No, besides, but in addition to what she.
In addition to that, she loved laying eggs. Alle Weile, all the time. Hat sie dazu gekonnt noch reden mit a Gras.
Mit a gram.
With a gram. She could still talk with, what is a gram?
Rhyme.
With rhyme.
Oh, with a rhyme. That's in parentheses. Sehen Menschen wie se spreits a Hindele. So people saw this chicken. I don't know how you say spread
out.
What?
Spread out.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Spread out.
Spread out.
No, I don't think so. No.
Crying in it. Surprise.
What does that mean?
I couldn't find it anyway.
Only Susan.
I couldn't find. I looked it up, but it's not verspreid. It's
no.
It's walking. It's like walking. Rafael?
Yeah, spreisen is to stride, to walk.
The way she's walking. Oh, I see. So people see
like spazieren.
Like spazieren.
I don't think the word is spreit. It's just spreise is like how they see how a chicken is walking.
Yeah.
It's not part of it. Yeah. Is it these how one, how a chicken walks?
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, good. Mit a Kaschikel with a basket unteren Flügel under her wing und singt a little. She's singing a song. Cuckoo say cuckoo? No,
Cuckoo.
Kuchen. The Kuchen say verhindert on treten up der Wege. So they see her and they get in her way, I think.
No, Farhidish, they're wondering.
Enchanted, isn't it?
They're
I
wondering,
think-
and they stop her, I think, up dem Weg here, yeah.
Treten up, I think treten up is to make way for her.
Yeah, they get out of the way.
Oh, it's the opposite. It's
Yeah,
the
they're getting out of the way.
Right.
And
Adorable.
Farhidish is not to be surprised.
Yes, Chiddush
To be
is surprised.
surprised. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So they looked at her surprised and they make way. They let her.
It's adorable. It's adorable.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Beverly. Marif, that's you.
Geta soll sich hindele, so goes a hen, spritzt a lange Zeit, striding a long time, bis sie kommt zum ruschigen und tumuldicken Times Square. Until she comes to noisy and tumultuous Times Square. Verglutz sich ihr derweil und Ei zu legen. Meanwhile, she desired to lay an egg. Macht sie nit kein lang Schies, stellt das Kossakel weg. She makes not a long delay, sets down the basket. In Sama mitten Times Square, in the very middle of Times Square, es kommen sich zu neu a so viel Gassen. Where it comes together so many streets. Picked a rein a hin, peeps in there, and hyped and singing hoik and began to sing loudly. Quo, 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 quo.
Perfect.
Ot sits ich sich weg. Here I sit myself down. Und mach mir zu die Augen and close my eyes. Und 1 und 2 und 3 nehm ich Eier legen. And 1 and 2 and 3 I begin to lay eggs. Und derweil von alle Seiten and meanwhile from all sides kommen und fliehen kommen an und fliehen an, Autos, Autobussen, Wegeneck, coming and going, autos, autobuses, and Wegeneck, does that mean like vegetable carts, maybe?
Wagons.
Wagons.
Just
Sure.
wagons.
What is it? Wagons?
To the
Yeah,
plural
carts,
of
wagon.
wagon.
Wagons.
Okay. Tramwagen und Fußgänger, trams and footgoers, als mehr und mehr und alle bleiben stehen. All more and all remain standing, or stop right there and look at her. A Treut nit weiter, not a step further. Kennen sich nit rem, they are unable to move. Auf Milen abgestellt die
Meilen. You see, there is the
Milen, sorry, yeah. The traffic is stopped for miles. So Milen is miles. That's
yes.
Yeah. Pfeifen geduldig Autobussen, klingen die Tramwagen. Autobuses whistle impatiently. Is it whistle?
Yeah, pfeifen.
Okay.
Yes.
Trams ring their bells, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Pildern und tummeln, boisterously and noisily. Menschen, people, stupen. Now this one was confusing. Stupen in Gedrang sich.
is that in supposed to be an on like and? Because it's like
No, they are in the crowd, rushing in the crowd.
okay, wait. So
Pressing.
stupen is
Pushing.
pushing.
And
Pushing.
pressing.
Is gedrang is a crowd?
I thought crowd, but what is the sich doing here?
Maybe it's stupen sich in
Stupen
gedrängt.
sich. Yeah,
Right,
stupen sich. They push in the crowd.
right.
So gedrang is crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we couldn't find that one. Alle willen gehen und fahren. Everyone wants to go and ride. Normie kein nit, but they can't. While in Sama mitten Times Square sits a Hindela, because in the very middle of Times Square sits a little hen und lacht den Keischel und is great und eierlegen and a wicker basket and is ready to lay an egg.
Okay, thank you.
Very funny.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sure.
Levana, Levana, would you like to continue?
Yes.
Just a moment, but I see before Susan, yes?
A tramway is a trolley car.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's probably another one of those French to Russian to Yiddish words.
Okay, yes, thanks. Okay, Levana.
Kommt der Wahl auf Gier zu laufen, ein heucher, glatter Polizeimann, sehen, wer sie hat ihm abgestellt. And meanwhile comes zu laufen, running, a
Comes running.
tall glatter, was is glatter?
I think it is that shaved.
Shaven, maybe.
Shaven, without a beard. Shaven.
Without a beard, yes. A policeman comes to see what
Where?
who has stopped the traffic.
Look at the drawing. It's hilarious.
It's wonderful. And what's that?
We should read. We should read. We should. Yeah, I was gonna say we should read that.
The pictures are absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, but let's read and translate what's under it.
Okay,
Hey, wie wachst du und wie merkst du mehr Stern da die Trafik? Hey,
The traffic.
how can you wax
to how dare you? How
There.
How dare you? And how can you annoy me? Stop and the traffic.
Disturb
the traffic. It's disturbed. Yes.
Disturbed.
Okay, go on the traffic.
Und sieht das Hindele in Keischel, and he sees Hindele in her basket. Nimmt der Polizeimann schreien. He starts crying out loud. Hey, oh, and that's the sentence.
Yeah.
How dare you? And how can you interrupt? It wasn't
Disturb.
Disturb the traffic. But as I mean, meise geht man in Gericht und man sollte a Straf erschweren. For such a doing, one can go to before the judge and pay une amende.
Une amende, right.
A fine.
Fine. Yeah.
A fine. No problem. You can say in French. There are people here.
Yes, I'm sure. And wat Hindele van Keischel, goeie dag. And Hindele answers from her basket, oi, ich answer zeer, weil ich geh kein Bronswil, ach Kinder legen Eier. Oh,
I'm in a great hurry because I'm on my way to Brownsville to lay eggs for the children. Wird der Polizeimann angezündet? The policeman remains quiet.
No, he gets very angry.
He's getting angry.
Very angry. Was mir Brownsville? What about Brownsville? Wer mit Eier? What are you talking about, eggs? Hast die Trafik da gepattert? You have, now is this to stop, to patter?
To disturb,
isn't it?
No,
yeah, to ruin, to disturb.
Ruin,
yes.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Messed up, that's also
Messed
good.
up, right.
Nifter is to, when someone, yes, it's
Yeah.
dead. Ze was tut sich da auf Meilen. See what happens miles long. Na, ort hast du dir a Gwittel und lass mir in Gerecht gehen Teikef. Here is a paper where he writes, find a ticket, and let's go before the judge right away.
Right away.
Und nimmt das Keischel mit den Händen und lässt sich zum Gerechte weg. And he takes the basket with the hen, with the little hen, and they go together to the judge.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Levana. Elaine, I think that's you.
Yep. Yep. I just also want to preface by saying I grew up in East New York. My high school was on the border between East New York and Brownsville. And I have to say, going from Times Square to Brownsville, I'm not really quite sure, the author, I don't know, it's a long distance then to start in Times Square in Manhattan and go all the way to Brownsville. But that's what struck me. All right.
It's science fiction.
Yeah. Yeah, and she certainly can't get. Well, she could walk. She could walk across, one of the bridges.
I think the author was saying
it's a fable.
I think we have to agree we know very little about chicken transportation.
But now we are learning.
It's a super hen.
It may not be difficult for a chicken to go from Times Square to Brownsville.
Well, you get a token and you jump on the IRT.
You don't even need a token.
That's true. All right.
The subway.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mariv, you wanted to say something, Mariv?
I think the author is doing saying a place like Times Square, a busy intersection like Times Square, because all of his readers would know what Times Square is like, how big and busy it is.
True.
They would get the picture of what he's talking about.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
Maurice Narunski?
For was zijn andere Wörter in de parentheses? Man kann sagen, dem Wort in de parentheses?
Ja, das ist Teikef ist geschrieben phonetisch, wie man darf schreiben, weil es ist Hebraism. Man sagt Teikef, aber man schreibt Teikef in parentheses.
Okay. Rafael, yeah?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It's spelled firstly phonetically, but then it's spelled properly.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it because it's Hebrew? It's because it's Hebrew? It's because it's
Hebrew.
Right.
The second one is Hebrew. The first one, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay, Elaine, go on. In Gericht?
Okay. In Gericht sitzt der Richter mit Amina Vajne Ernst. In the courtroom sits the judge with an impressive look, a remarkable, serious look. Wart me soll ihm Ungeklugte bringen. Okay. And he's waiting for someone to bring a defendant, the accused, before him.
The accused.
Tut sein Pflicht der Polizeimann. The policeman is doing his duty. Truck zum Richters Tisch to Skachel mitten Hindel. And he carries a table to the judge with a small basket with a chicken. And you know, Ota dosa, wie ihr cooked es on, Your Honor. Okay, so Ota, I don't know what that means, but it's like, oh my goodness, what kind of a thing is this?
Here it is.
Oh, here it is.
Here it is. Ota, okay, here it is, Your Honor. Okay, look at this, Your Honor. Hot gestört die Traffic und ungemacht mir Trouble. The traffic was messed up and it made disturbed, and it made trouble for me. Made trouble for me. So hat sich ihr verglust auf Times Square an A zu legen und nicht anders. It raised its eyes to sorry.
No.
It raised its eyes to heaven in Times Square.
No.
Wait. So
hat sich ihr verglust auf Times Square. She felt like the chicken.
She felt like laying an egg in Times Square.
Right.
Und nicht anders.
And nothing else.
Right.
Nowhere.
And nowhere else, or nothing else?
And nothing else, and that's it.
And nothing else. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Taskend up der Richter, the judge makes a ruling as far as Verbrechen darf men zollen Straf $2, that for such a crime must be punished or penalized $2. So $2. Fragt sie ihm, so she asks him, Your Honor, a viele a Hindele was geht kein Bronzeville for Kinder legen Eier? Your Honor, even a little chicken who's going to Brownsville to lay eggs for children? Wird der Richter unzufrieden? The judge becomes dissatisfied or angry. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's not
happy. Okay, thank you, Ellen. Golda, go on.
First, du willst mir gar nicht glauben, what? You don't believe me? Come ahead, will ich dir weisen. Come to me, and I'll show you.
Okay, so I'm showing the drawing.
Von Tisch a schweren Buch. And he takes down a heavy book. Fängt euch inmitten und weist dir. He opens the book to the middle and he shows her. Says, I uttered them are blocked on this particular page. In all them paragraph and the paragraph and this particular paragraph steht befährisch angeschrieben. It's written exactly as man stört die Traffic, sollte man $2. If you disturb the traffic, you pay $2. Und als man hat kein Summen, and if you don't have any money, wird man eingespart ganze 2 Nestlets. And if you don't have any money, you're put into a straight You're eingesperrt. You're in jail for 2 days. Kommt Kindle zusammen mit dem Richter in einem dicken Buch. So the little hen, the little chicken, looks together with the judge in the thick book. Zetzi as his Taka Emes, and she sees that it's really true. Also sei ist ungeschrieben, schwarz auf weiß. So the hen sees that it's really true and that it's written in black and white. Zwei tolle Straf, also zwei Messles, verschwart unter Schloss und Tieren. Or if you can't pay $2, you're put into jail under lock and key.
Okay, another paragraph.
Wirft Händler sich ab zum Richter, so the chicken calls to the judge, Your Honor, ein zwei tolle hab ich nicht. No, quack, 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 quack. Ich sie weg. Setz ich sie weg. So the little chicken says to the Richter, Your Honor, I don't have $2, but, and he starts throwing, and then he sits down. Und macht mir zu die Augen, and he closes, and she closes her eyes. Und eins und zwei und drei nehm ich Eierlegen, and 1, 2, and 3, she starts laying eggs.
Thank you, Golda. Thank you. Okay, Hilda, please.
Und sie setzt sich auf ein Buch, auf jenem Blatt, auf jenem Blatt, auf jenem Paragraph, wo schreibt sich wegen Traffic.
Okay, so translate it until now because it's a very long
sorry. Und sie setzt sich auf ein Buch and she sits down on the book, auf jenem Blatt, on the page, auf jenem Paragraph, on the paragraph, wo schreibt sich wegen Stern, where it reads about, where it writes about stars, Stern.
Disturbing the traffic.
Disturbing the traffic. Und legt avec a weiße Ei. And she lays a white egg. Häupt sich auf, nimmt, she stands up, takes Skashikel, is it her basket? No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, right. Her basket, unter Fliegel, under her wing, flieht Royce, flies out mit Impet von Gerichtssaal and flies out from the law chamber.
Impet is with haste. With
haste. Right, quickly from the law court. Durch Fenster, through the window, und lässt sich mit
Delancey.
Okay, street on Delancey Street zu der
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg Brick to the Williamsburg Bridge, der Langer, the long one.
This guy
that
does
right?
not know New York City geography. Is all I can
Yeah,
say.
but neither do I.
Yeah, but he was living in New York. The guy was living in New York.
I know, but Times Square is so far from the Lower East Side. You don't
Well,
just fly.
All right.
She's a chicken. She can fly.
I guess she flew but
Okay.
Und als sie kommt no auf den Brick, and when she comes to the bridge, Arif, hört sie a Geschrei von unten. And when she gets to the bridge, she hears a cry from below. Vav dem Val, throw the ball. Throw the ball.
Throw the ball. Yes.
Okay. Hab dem Ball. Catch the ball. Valve zu mir. Throw it to me. Nein. Zu mir. No, to me. Valve sie neugierig zu wissen. She was curious to know. Stellt sie auf der Stollenel. So she stands still on the steel paranche.
Paranche is railing.
On the steel railing, guckt herunter, seht sie, she looks down and she sees Jüngerlich auf dem Gas. She sees boys on the street, leben samme Brick, spielen sie in Ball. Young boys were playing on the bridge, playing ball.
Leben Same Bridge.
Near the middle? Near the center?
No. Same is the same.
No,
Maurice or
It's the very bridge.
Very
Near the
bridge.
very
Right.
bridge.
On that
But it's near.
Okay,
It's
near.
not on the bridge. It's near.
Near the bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hilda. Rina Lea, can you continue?
Yeah. Are we on Einer? Is that where we are?
And Einer.
Okay. Einer wirft und die andere stehen gerät zu hoffen mit whoa. I'll translate that. One waits and the other stands ready to, I think, catch with.
Yes. And here we see it on the, we see it looking down.
Oh, she's going to throw the egg. Und sie nehmen, let's see, und die ausgestreckte Hände, in the outstretched hands, tracht hinter a Wald und zerdingt sich, und es nehmen fallen weiße Eier in die ausgestreckte Hände von die überraschte Jüngling. So I mean, she thinks Hindela a while.
Yes.
She let's see, Sendig. I don't remember Sendig. She prepares.
She starts singing.
Oh, ze zingt. Oh, she sings and she lets fall the white eggs into the outstretched hands of the Iberashta. Noisy? Would that be rush? Like,
no.
Surprise.
A surprise. Okay. Iberbishet. Boys. Hindele, der Weile, spring herunter von der Stollener Parentje, las sich über Williamsburger Brick, Zinkendik, Lida Hoich. Little Hoich. Let's see. Hindela, meanwhile, is that spring? It's a jump?
Yeah,
Jump around?
she jumped down.
Oh, jump down from the, I'm not sure it's Stollen or Forest.
Steel railing.
Oh, from the steel, is that is burned bridge? No.
From the steel railing. The
Oh, that's
railing.
right, railing, right. Steel railing.
You see, look, you can see over here.
Oh, yeah.
Standing here.
That's an actual picture. It's not a.
Okay, she's leaning over the steel railing. She lives over Williamsburg Bridge, Zingendik, singing her song loudly. Koidach ton tach, koidach ton, oi ich eil sich sehr. Koidach ton, oi ich, no, wait, what is eil sich? Not worried.
I'm in a hurry.
Hurried. I'm very hurt. Gay Kane Bronzeville. I'm going to Bronzeville for Kinderlegen eggs to lay eggs for the children. But she's laying egg. She's getting rid of her eggs while she's on her way to Bronzeville.
But it is said it's a magic chicken. She can lay eggs how many she wants and when she wants. So
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, and there is an egg. So
it comes zum soft von break when she comes to the end of the bridge and says a man dort stehen und wart. And sees a man there staying and waiting.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Marsha, that's yours, Marsha.
Okay, let's see. A bus begegnet ihr der Mann. Das Weg.
Dem Weg.
Dem Weg kein Bronzeville. What? Meet the man. The road to Bronzeville. You know?
So, begegnen dir der Mann. So,
I'm hearing an echo. I'm sorry.
He meets her.
Maurice, what did you say?
He meets her.
He meets
The man meets her.
Yeah, and he asks if she wants to know the way to Bronzeville.
Right.
Man nimmt dich rechts, man nimmt sich links. Begeht a roof.
Okay, so say it. Man nimmt sich rechts, man nimmt sich links. So what does it mean?
You go right and then you go left. Begeht a roof und begeht a rope. You go up and you go down. Ottos is der Weg kein Bronzeville, and this is the way to Bronzeville. Yeah. Nor sis weit hin zu Fuß zu gehen. It's too far to go by foot. Nehmt besser Ort dem dorten Autobus. So it's too far to go by foot, so take the autobus. Is the autobus just a bus or is
right.
not a trolley?
It's the word autobus, yeah.
What is Ort dem What is Ort dem
This here bus.
This here bus. Was hier bringen gleich auf Pitkin Avenue, and the bus will bring you near Pitkin Avenue.
No,
got that one right. Got that one right.
Yeah, right into Pitkin Avenue.
It's Suma in the Hartsbund is that Bronzeville? It's covered over Bronzeville, I think.
Yeah.
It's it'll bring you into the heart of Bronzeville.
Yeah, in the very heart of Bronzeville. Yes.
Okay. Bedankt im Hindele mit an I Weisse, and Hindele thanks him with an egg, a white egg. Springt rein in Autobus, was is grad angelaufen. He springs around and goes into the bus, which went away very fast.
Yeah.
Which
yeah. Okay.
Which immediately starts running.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Rafael?
I would say was ist gerade angelaufen, which had just arrived.
Just arrived, angelaufen?
Which had just run up. Yes. But
okay.
In English, I guess you wouldn't say it had the bus had run up. You'd say the bus had arrived.
Arrived. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Or
Thank you.
pulled
Okay.
up, maybe pulled up. You know, the bus pulled up.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. The next paragraph, Rafael, can you read?
Here, please. I'll translate that as here, please.
Here, please.
Ruft heflich ois der Treiber. Calls out politely the driver. Und streckt ois sein Hand. And he reaches out his hand. Die Breite, his broad hand. Schweigt Hindele. Hindele is silent. Und will an Ort vernehmen. And wants to take a place on the bus. Here, please. Der Montier noch einmal, der Treiber, reminds her once again, the driver. Hindele, wie nicht ihr meint man, sitzt a stille. Hindele, as if it's not her that he's talking about, is just sitting silently. Nickel, please. Wird der Treiber ungeduldig. The driver becomes impatient. Zenor, tracht sich Hindele. Just look, Hindele thinks to herself. Alle willen zij nur Geld bei mir. Everyone just wants money from me. Dem Richter gibt $2, dem Bustreiber a nickel. Give the judge $2, give the bus driver a nickel. Avu soll ich sie nehmen Geld? Kaseder. Where am I supposed to find money continually? Und sie warft rein an A, dem Treiber. And so she throws an egg to the driver. In sein ausgestreckter Hand, dem Breiter, into his broad, outstretched hand. By the way, you'll notice that the spelling here is very non-standard. When 2 yuds is A, you'll see 2 dots under it. When it's I, you'll see the single line. And so it's a strange spelling. Okay. Der Autobus, derweile, flieht sich auf die gummene 6 Räder. Meanwhile, the autobus, the bus, is flying on its 6 rubber wheels. Bis is kein, I don't know why it's spelled as kein. I guess the person who wrote this has that dialect. Bis is kein Bronzeville angekommen, until it arrived in Bronzeville. And I don't know New York either, but I pulled up a map. And sure enough, that seems to be a reasonable way to go.
Okay. Now we have only to calculate the time. Okay. And see how many eggs per mile she laid.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Susan, please. Susan. Pitkin.
Pitkin Avenue. Pitkin Avenue. Ruft hilchig ois der Treiber. Pitkin Avenue, calls out clearly the driver. Effend auf die Tieren for the Passagieren, and he opens the doors for the passengers. Springt Hindele von Bus. Hindele jumps off the bus. Runter und bleibt stehen auf ein offen Fenster. And she stands there next to an open window or on, and she stands on an open window von a Kellerstube, from a cellar apartment, from probably the door of the cellar.
We can look at the picture and we'll know what it looks like.
Picture is here. No, the picture is here. We see
It's the mama.
It is a basement apartment.
Oh, okay, it's a basement one. Seht sie bei a Vinkl sitzt the mama. She sees by a baby carriage a mother is sitting. Guckt mit Liebschaft auf ihr Kind. She looks lovingly on at her child. Was halt in Aufstehen, which is trying to stand up.
No, he wakes up. Wake up. He's just waking up.
Which is just waking up, getting up, or waking up. Ze zingt sich Hindele, and Hindele begins to kind of hum. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack. Ot setz ich dich weg. Just now, setz ich, I'm going to sit down. Und mach mir zu die Augen. Just sit down and close your eyes for me.
No. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, you're right.
Who?
No. I think that the Hindele is closing her eyes. Yes,
I'll just sit down and close my eyes.
Exactly. I will sit down and close for myself my eyes. Yes.
She needs to concentrate. It's not an easy task.
Eins und zwei und drei, and 1, 2, 3. Nehm ich Eier legen. And 1, 2, 3, I'm going to lay some eggs. Und Tage bald is a weiße Eier gelegen auf dem Fenster. And really, right away, there's a white egg lying on the window. Und as a mama seht auf dem Fenster a weiße frische Ei, and if a mother sees on the window, I guess the windowsill, a fresh white egg, nimmt sie dus in Hand, she takes it in her hand.
Geschwind, quickly.
Fast, she takes it fast into her hand, fährt mit dem Ei auf den Ponym, and she goes with the egg mit dem Ei auf den Ponym von ihr Kind. She shows her, I would say she shows the egg to her child. She puts it before his face. Und redet dabei a selige red. And this is the talk that she gives then.
So just a moment. Fährt mit dem Ei auf den Ponym. It's not like she's like caressing the face with the egg. Can someone?
I think that's exactly right.
Yeah, that she's, putting the egg, like caressing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What does the egg have that would help the punim?
Nothing.
Showing the egg to the child.
Okay, so she's putting it before his eyes.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
Nothing, she's putting it on his face to stimulate the child.
She's just showing it.
Yeah, but she's, because an egg is also, it's glatt. How you say?
Pale.
No, it's smooth, so it's like caressing.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, go on, Susan, until the next Aleph. Azoy?
Azoi vi seele is loiter, and the fact that the egg is clear, azoi zol mein Kind eigentlich sein, mein Kind eigentlich sein loiter. That's the way my child's eyes should be clear. Azoi vi say is round, and that's why the little egg is round. Azoi soll mein Kind peinemel sein rund, and that's why my kid's face should be round. Azoi wie seele is frisch, and the way this egg is fresh. Azol sein mein Kind's peinemel sein fresh, and that's how my child's face should be nice and fresh. So she's wishing him the best with the egg.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Susan. Rochelle, can you finish it for us?
Als Hindele der Herd, als solche Wörter von Amamen, wird es ihr on a Schir gefallen. As Hindele is hearing these words from a mother, she gets pleasure without end from them. Lässt sie sich weg, legen auf die Fenster von die Kellerstiebe. So she goes on to lay more eggs on the windows of the cellar apartments. Nehmen Mamis die frische weiße Eier, and the mothers take the fresh white eggs. Keiklen sie auf die Peinemer von die kleine Kinder, und dabei reden sie a selche Red, and they caress the faces of their little
Keiklen is not to roll.
Yes.
It's to roll.
To
They're
roll.
rolling them.
Roll. Oh, okay. And the mothers are rolling the eggs on the faces of their children and saying these words. Azoi vi ayerlech is loiter, just as the egg is light. Azoi zol mein Kind.
No, loiter is clear, pure.
Clear. Okay. Clear. Azoi soll mein Kind egelech sein, Leute. That's how my child's eyes should be pure. Azoi vi seile is rund, just as the egg is round. Azoi soll mein Kind peinemel sein rund, and just as the egg is round, my child's face should be round. Azoi vi seerel is frisch, azoi soll mein Kind peinemel sein frisch. Amen. And just the egg is fresh, my child's face should be fresh. Amen.
Amen. A charming story.
Thank you, Elaine. Yes.
Could you translate thereby reden sie selche Red? It's the sentence before the little prayer.
And while doing it.
And while doing it, they're talking like this.
It's almost like thereby. Thereby.
While.
Thereby. Yeah.
In that way.
While. Okay. And what is reden?
Speaking.
To speak. To talk.
Oh, isn't that, it's a different spelling, right? It would be iron. Red. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yes.
That's why I didn't know what the word.
Right.
Okay, that's why I didn't understand what it meant. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Here it's Sveyuden.
I know.
Usually you would say a race with an iron, red. But here it's Reden, and it doesn't matter. Things are supposed to rhyme because Reden, it's a poem.
Okay. Maurice Narunski?
De woord seile, dat meint een ei?
Ja, seile, ja. Eierle, the egg.
Einmal nicht gehört dem Wort.
Eierle, an Ei.
It's the
Sayala.
It's the diminutive.
It's just a dialectal difference. An I.
Yeah,
and
my
an
mother
I.
used to
Niet-
say
niet een
Ayala.
Just
An I.
dialect,
Okay,
that's all.
okay.
I'm very much at home because my mother was a Galiciana. She would also always say an Iola.
An Eierle.
So an
Beverly?
egg is an A or an I.
Hey,
Right. It
I'll
depends
go
on
with
where
the
you're from. That's all.
Or ire.
Well, ire is eggs. Isn't that the?
Yeah.
Ayala,
This
Ayala.
is this is chicken accent. This is a chicken accent. Very
That's chicken
famous.
accent.
What accent is the Ayala? What?
Chicken
Where is that?
accent.
Galiciano?
It's chicken accent.
Oh, be quiet. Cluck cluck.
No, A is a northern accent. I is a southern accent. In Bukovina and Galicia and so on, it's an I.
But the Litvish accent is considered the best.
The Evo,
Well, you can say that if you want to, but my parents didn't speak with a Litvish accent.
No, mine neither. Okay. Anyway, Beverly. Let's Beverly speak.
Okay, just a few things. Pitkin Avenue was like the main street, like that where you would go shopping and you walk around with zillions of stores. It also is important to note that Margaret Sanger started the first Planned Parenthood clinic for birth control in that neighborhood. So it was considered very poor and women were having children. And my mother actually went to that clinic for birth control. And so it's a beautiful story. Who wrote the story?
What's his name? Just a moment. I will look. His name is
Kipnis.
Jacob Kaminsky.
Oh, okay.
Beverly.
Yes.
Did Hindle go to Margaret Sanger's clinic?
Did Hindle know?
No, because you
I don't
see,
think so.
And there was
look at the amount.
there was a famous gang called the Amboy Dukes, and they came from Amboy Street.
Right.
What is the difference between Brownsville and East New York?
It's just a different neighborhood.
They're contiguous neighborhoods
next to each other.
They're just neighborhoods that are right next to each other. East New York is east of Brownsville. And then after East New York comes Queens.
I see.
Nina.
I went to Planned Parenthood once, but I was under the impression that you had to be very, very poor to be able to get in and get their services. So I remember I wore torn bloomers.
Where the services were?
Parenthood in Brownsville.
No, it was free.
Yeah, it was free, but I was under the impression you had to be very poor to go.
They
So
were all poor. Everybody there was poor.
Well, I mean, but I came from Borough Park. That was like
they were poor.
That was short of flowers.
Where did you come from, Cookie? Where did you come from?
Let's let Maurice speak, guys.
Considered a very nice neighborhood. East New York and Brownsville was considered lower financial class Jews. Yeah.
Okay, Maurice and then Golda. Maurice.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment. Someone noted that in many cases, in parentheses, they would give the Hebrew spelling of the word. They'd first give the phonetic spelling and then the Hebrew spelling. And if you're not aware of it, that's because this story was probably written in the 1930s. And it was only in 1924 that YIVO was founded. And even before YIVO was founded, there was an ongoing debate among Yiddishists how to spell the words. Should you spell them according to the original Hebrew, or should you spell them according to the way people were actually speaking Yiddish at the time? So clearly this is an effort to have both of them. So that it's a kind of a transitional stage that indicates the debate that was going on in the Yiddishist circles in the 1930s.
And wasn't it, didn't Russia in Soviet Union rather, after the revolution, there was a big movement there to to de-Judaize. I don't know what you want to
Yes,
call it.
right.
Yiddish. They
It
didn't want
actually
any
had
Hebrew.
two purposes. One was to de-emphasize the original Hebrew content of Yiddish, and also to make it easier to spread Soviet propaganda because it was easier for Jews to read phonetic spelling.
Right.
Many Jews didn't
Right.
know what the Hebrew words were, so it kind of had a practical purpose and an ideological purpose. That's right.
Okay, thank you, thank you all. Golda?
Okay. When I was married in 1949, and it was very, very difficult to get apartments. So I got an apartment on Pitkin Avenue, corner of the street that they mentioned in the story.
Did you see the
But I
children?
worked, and I went shopping shoppers. There were no open stores. It was a Jewish neighborhood. Everything was closed.
East New York was the same thing. The stores were open on
everything
no
was closed
stores?
because there were no stores open.
Oy vey.
So I lived on Herzl Street for 1 year until I got another apartment in the Bronx.
Yeah, in East New York, I'm sure this was true in Brownsville too, but the store owners had to get special, the stores were not allowed to be open. There were blue laws, and stores were not allowed to be open on Sunday, but in those Jewish neighborhoods, the stores were closed on Saturday, so they got special dispensation.
When I lived there in 1949, you could not go shopping. I had a wonderful Uncle Joe, and he would schlep groceries for me and disappear. So, because he didn't want to disturb a young married couple. So when I came home from work, I would see two big brown bags full of stuff. I knew Uncle Joe was in the neighborhood. So as soon as my husband and I had dinner, we would run to the cafeteria. And sure enough, there was Uncle Joe with a bunch of about 12 men speaking Yiddish, having the time of their lives. And that's why the cafeterias went broke, because they would have one cup of coffee and sit there for hours and talk and take up all the tables. But you know, it was a very interesting time. As you can see, I'm not a youngster. I will be 96 years old this December.
I know her.
I know it. Okay, thank you. Hilda.
Hilda, I just wanted to say two things. First of all, I thought the story was brilliant, and the fact that her name was Hindala, the chicken, and that is also my Yiddish name is Hinder, and everyone used to call me Hindala. So I felt a great affinity for the chicken. The other thing is I have to go because I've been out all day, and I came in and rushed to the television so that I wouldn't miss the session today. So I enjoyed it very much. Can you just confirm, Mina, that the clocks change next week?
I don't know.
No?
Oh, the end of
Does it,
September,
guys?
maybe.
Okay.
November.
I really don't know, but
They do
I will,
November.
I will email
I
you.
think it's the first weekend in November.
I think so too.
Right.
First Sunday in November.
Okay, so I'll come at the usual time. Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
if there is a change, Hilda, I will email you, okay?
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Minna,
Okay,
you're now
Bye-bye,
responsible.
everyone.
Minna, you're now responsible for all of these kinds of world events.
She's
The thing is
always
that I need to
responsible.
know where everyone is living. Like Hilda is in the United Kingdom. She's in England. And Levana, who was here before, she's in Paris. So, I have also to make I don't do it. Google does it for me.
You have a big responsibility.
Yeah, I will look there. Thank you.
Okay, I will do
everyone.
it.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Cookie, yes, you wanted to say something.
I wanted to say that I lived in Borough Park, and it was an almost, mainly Jewish community. Everything was open on Shabbos, and of course I couldn't buy anything. My nose was pressed to the window. Everybody's shopping. And on Sunday, everything was closed. There were no stores open except for a store or a drugstore and the movies. That was it. It was Punkt verkehrt, Heinz. Now you have the Orthodox community. Even the banks are closed on Shabbos. They won't put their money in a bank that does business on Shabbos, and everything is open on Sunday. Just Punkt verkehrt.
Well, everything's open
Okay.
24/7 in most places now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Philip,
Henrietta, you're muted. Henrietta, unmute.
I wanted to say that the first Monday in November is when we change time.
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Well, Saturday
Okay.
night, late, between Saturday and Sunday.
2 a.m.
that's
on
in-
Sunday.
So that's 2 weeks from now, yes?
And with my southern accent, I say air.
Air. Okay.
Also, what happened to my name? The gentleman who fixed my name, what happened to him?
I don't know who fixed their name. Do you know?
I don't know. Somebody fixed my name, and now it's back to the old.
I'm saying goodbye for now. Bis nächsten Woche.
Bis nächsten Woche. Okay, so.
Okay.
It's coming, Dicken Woche. Shalom Aleichem.
Bis kommende
Happy Simchas Torah.
Yeah.
Happy Simchas Torah.
Sameach.
Okay, Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach. And I have 2 things that I want to send. I didn't decide it, but you will get it on Thursday. Until then, I will decide what I'm sending you. Okay.
Thank you.
Gute Woche und gute Yom Tovim.
Kannst kommen zur Schule morgen und du musst schlafen, nicht die Kaporas, aber die Willows.
The Willows, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. The Arava. The Arava.
That went to short Kaporas.
Okay. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Kadang.